right. Welcome. I know we called this press conference. It's a tough start to the season, and I understand that we probably have some questions would like to be answered. So really quick before we get started on that, just want to make a quick statement. You know, we know that we're coming off a championship. We got to have a higher standard for our team. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, I want to start with it, and I know all those things, but I'll open it up to questions. Yeah, you over there.
Davion, is there some sort of championship hangover?
I hate to use the term hangover, right? I think being completely honest with you, we are struggling to start the season, right? We can't really find that ball going through the hoop. We're not getting those confirms that we need to. Sometimes the prep is a little off here and there, and it's been a little bit of a rough situation for the team as a whole. I don't want to use hangover. You know, it's a different roster, different players, different unit, different core. You know, we were happy to bring guys like Rotom Heat back for the second season, of course, but that was you know, you got a little bit of a different role around him, so you got to see the style of the team progress further. So it was just chemistry potential issue there. So we're just, you know, trying to go through that and go from there. Next question.
Davion, over here,
yeah,
please
you over
speak.
there with the hair.
Would you like to address the Calyrex Ice Crutch rumors?
I mean, Cali Ice Crutch, right? I love that. I loved using Cali Ice. I think it's a very great mon, right? It's a great player. But you got to see there was different players that were built around them, and it was more of a core around it, right? Like you see guys like Steph getting a system. Obviously, Steph Curry is one of the greatest of all times, right? We're not going to say or act like he's not, but you know, you see guys like that getting the system, and they do their thing, right? You know, without the evolution of the game, 3-point shooting that he brought to the evolution of the game is different than that. So like things like Cali Ice, right? Should have won MVP last season. Was a couple KOs short. Was my MVP, but you know, I digress. But other than that, I mean, as a crutch, like me as a coach, right? I think we just got to find different things that work, right? It's just simple as that. You know, there were a lot of role players of last season. I mean, Zapdos, Galarian Zapdos was probably the best secondary player on the team, right? Meowscarada was on that team. Garchomp was on that team. A lot of supporting cast, and I mean the cap space went down this season, right? You got less points to utilize, so you have less big spending to do with those players. So I wouldn't call it necessarily a crutch, but you know, I can see where the rumors come from. I love that horse, and I wish him nothing but the best on the other team this season.
Davion, over here, Davion. How's the morale in the locker room?
Locker room morale. That's a tough question. Obviously, the Vegas Golden D Knights have a standard, right? And we want to set that standard up. So the morale is not as high as we'd like it to be, right? Guys know that changes have to be coming. You know, the team players know that changes will be coming, so that morale is a little low in that sense. Like someone's going to get traded, right? Someone may be getting cut this week. So we don't know. We don't exactly know what's going to happen come the next week, right? But with that, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a tough ball to see drop. Morale is a little lower than we would like it to be. We want to see that chemistry get, you know, established a little bit more often. But you know, it is a little harder to get there when we're doing those things. Yeah, you.
With your 2-3 start to the season, how do you bounce back and make a playoff push?
Well, I mean, as a coach, you know, we are trying to get the most out of our players and the most out of the people that we have on the roster, right? And it's tough. It's tough when you get a couple of close losses in, right? Week 1 was a tough one. We lost 0-1. Week 2, we did get a good para in that helped us get that win against Terapagos. But a couple of other things that just didn't fall our court. We got outplayed in a couple standards. Starting off 1-3 was obviously rough. You know, losing 3 out of your first 4 games is never easy when there's only an 8-game season. So trying to go in and try to get back to 500 is the big goal here. So trying to rattle off the next 2 in a row. We did come out week 5. You know, there's a big win. We love to see Mew show up. The team is trying to look like it bounce back, but changes are going to be made, and I think that's how we get the most out of our season with the tough schedule. We got 2 undefeated teams on the schedule to end the season, and then a playoff team in the Bundle Montreal, right? Like we both undefeated teams left in our division we have to play. week 6, 7, and then oh god, no, that's gonna be a meme now, isn't it? Oh god. And then we got you got a week 8, we got to play the bundle, and that's a tough outs, right? Those are tough teams. We got to cooperate, so changes do have to be made, not only in the scheme but potentially in the personnel, as the deadline is this week, right? It was this week. All right, next question.
What moves did you make at the deadline to upgrade the team?
That is a phenomenal question, right? What upgrades did we end up making? You knew it was going to happen. Unfortunately, we made a couple of cuts. 4 players were released from the team this week. We did release Mew. We released Swalot, Quaxwell, and of course, Klefki this week. It was really tough to let go of some of those. Quaxwell really never came, didn't do much. Was a great locker room guy, of course, but we didn't really have a chance to actually get use out of it. And I didn't see many matchups where that was going to be a factor. Swalot was tough. Came to a couple games. Got some minutes in. Did a great job in week 5 against Zarude. Really loved that. Klefki, MVP, was coming every week, doing a lot of screens, setting up some spikes to help the team out as much as possible. Ultimately, we wanted to go a little bit more different route. Mew, man, what a stellar showing in week 5. Am I right? Single-handedly beating those Copenhagen. Is that the team name? I apologize if I messed that up. I think it's the Copenhagen Gallades, right? That's the team name. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Yeah, dude. Thomas, what a coach, right? Very seasoned coach, very decorated coach, and Mew came out and did a lot. Weakened the Zamazenta, killed the Lando Eye, killed the Ho-Oh, took them both down. What a stellar showing. Made a big play in the Blastoise play, of course. But unfortunately, we had to open up the cap space in order to acquire a couple of big players. Let's talk about the role players first. We picked up Trapinch. We know Trapinch, what they can do in a little bit first impression action. Has a big attack stat, right? Has the same attack stat as it's a final evolution. Can help a lot with some of those psychic types that we have to play against, including like Mewtwo. Can do a lot of damage to that Pokemon with a first impression, Choice Banded if we needed to. Also, we did pick up Fortress, right? One of the big things we were missing was hazard control with our team, and being able to set up both rocks, spikes, and being able to spin them away from Fortress with that sturdy ability can help a ton with our team and the composition we have. Obviously, with Dragapult and Roaring Moon, there are a couple hard hitters, right? So those are some Pokemon that help out in that standard. And then lastly, we did pick up one final Pokemon, and honestly, the one that we took Mew for. We went up and picked Enamorous Incarnate, Terrassalized Pokemon. Big fairy pickup. Klefki was our fairy prior to this, without Terrassalization, of course, but it was a big pickup for the team because now it's a more offensive Terra Pokemon. Mew did an awesome job, don't get me wrong, but Enamai with that contrary ability, being able to hit things really hard and be able to bulk up from it potentially. And not only that, you could see some things like Intimidate come into a factor. When you see a couple of those double Intimidate Pokemon teams that you see could come, Enam can actually get to +1, +2, and even further beyond if necessary. And with Terrassalization, being able to take advantage of Terra Blast. Unfortunately, Enam does suffer a little bit from move pool issues, but we've seen that take place in the locker room where that actually doesn't play a factor, and we can just bring similar things each week. Right, we want to put the best team around Groudon, right? Groudon is our platinum uber. That's our superstar. We want to put the best possible team around them, and when you have really good role players in Dragapult, Roaring Moon, you want to bring in another superstar like Enamorous to basically take that in. So so the new team is looking Groudon, Dragapult, Roaring Moon. Enam Incarnate is going to be our Terrassalized Pokemon moving forward. With Fortress, we did keep Uxie and Rotom Heat on the team. Rotom Heat is actually the only returning member from Season 1, so it's really nice to make sure we kept them in for the locker room and veteran presence. And of course, Trapinch and Jumpluff are there as well. Jumpluff stayed Terrassalization for the team. It seems like that is all the questions. Closing statement I have to make is we're ready. We have Crep coming up this week. You'll see that tomorrow. Crep is a tough opponent, undefeated for a reason, and we plan to bring our A game for that. It's a tough out, but we want to make sure. And of course, Jarl, the commissioner. We've played them multiple times in Season 1. Coming into Season 2 with a better team, even crazier team at that. With Zacian and Raging Bolt, and of course Bundle. The Bundle Montreal, coached by Mr. TJP. We've seen the Hydro Pumps land against us before. Rayquaza and Solgaleo are taking this league over. And then with role pieces like Ninetales, Lola Ninetales, Sandy Shocks with Terrassalization, Ogerpon, Cornerstone, and of course that Peach. That Peach is a pain in the butt, bro. And of course that signature Cryogonal that he loves. So it should be a good one. I'm excited to get these last couple games against these awesome players and coaches. And hopefully we can make that playoff push that everyone looks out to us for. I'd like to rattle off a second win with Crep and get back to 500. I would love to end the season on 500 as the playoff push is here. I mean, it's close up at the bottom of the pool, right? 8 teams from the division make it. We were sitting at a nice 7 seed, hoping to keep raising it up from there. But with that being said, I will catch you guys all in the next time. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the battle. Please make sure you're ready Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is the time of the battles as always. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited for whatever the rest of the season brings. No further questions? No? All right. Thank you all. Have a great night.